Hi, it's Saché.
And I'm Brinnelle.
Welcome to yours truly, the Momcast. So today we have a special guest. We have a special guest.
Drum roll.
We're doing the introductions. Brinnelle.
This is Jeanine. She's a doula from bump to baby. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeanine. I am a mom of 3. I'm a wife of 1. I'm a childbirth educator and a doula and the founder of From Bump to Baby.
Awesome.
Thank you. So happy to be here with you guys.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Can we remind our audience about who we are?
Sure. So I am Brinnelle. I have 2 beautiful daughters, Zaria and Zanaya, and well, like Jeanine said, wife of 1. I know you, Sash.
And I'm Saché. I have 1 sweet baby girl. Testing me, but I love her to pieces. Her name is London. And that's all I know about so far.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
Who knows?
You never know.
You never
know. Okay, so what are we talking about today?
So today we are talking about getting our pink back as mothers. So it stems on the idea of the flamingo. So I'm going to read a little excerpt about what it's about. So basically, flamingo mothers can temporarily lose their vibrant pink while raising their young, as their focus and energy shifts towards caring for their chicks, which is kind of what we go through as mothers. We try to go through a phase of losing ourselves to get back to who we are.
Yeah.
Right? But similar to the flamingos, we regain our color, well, their color, as their offspring becomes more and more independent, similar to our children. So we're going to talk about us being flamingos.
I still wait with my color. My color ain't come back yet. You have your color?
First time, mom of 2. So I experienced this twice. First time, you know, I lost it. I completely lost my pink. I went back to white.
Yeah.
This is first time. It was a shock. The whole trauma of labor and then my entire identity, I felt like it was wrapped around Zaria. And now mom. I was not whoever I was before. I was not, even my job, it was not the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then when I feel like I finally started to get back, I started to look like this again. I started to look pink. And then we decided to go back again. Yeah. Completely forgetting all the trauma of birth, everything, losing my pink. And then now having to do that all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this time because I experienced it before, I didn't go all the way back to white, but whew,
Yeah.
I still a little baby pink.
Little baby thing.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, you know. Yeah. And then now that I'm back out to it too, even though like mother-wise, I feel like I'm getting my thing back, but then being thrown back into that workforce, I went right back. I went back to being lighter and lighter, and now I'm struggling to come forward to get that thing back.
But I know, Jeanine, your last baby is just 6 months, right?
Just 6 months.
So where are you? Because my girl's still, you know, she's almost a big woman.
I think this time being my 3rd, I had an idea of how, or the steps I needed to make to regain my pink. My first, I think when I had Rain, I identified with the mother I wanted to be. Like, it was really intentional for me going into motherhood. Like, I was very excited. And I threw myself 110%, 120% into catering to this baby.
Yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, I did everything for him. And right after that, I was preparing to be a wife. So it went straight from motherhood into wifehood, and that combined. Yeah. So with motherhood, like, it was okay with me taking care of Rain. I was doing everything to the T. I was the best mommy. I was the best mommy. And I really appreciated that for myself. But one thing I did not identify was me. And I lost me. Literally lost me. That became really difficult when he was turning closer to 1, because he was becoming very independent. He's now walking, talking, eating, and he's doing things on his own, and I'm proud of him. But I'm getting the shift of he really no longer needs
you
me.
the same.
So when that started, it's like, well, I don't longer need to do this. But what am I supposed to do? What now? What am I supposed to do? And that was really difficult because I did not identify who I was anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what were my passions. I did not know what was my purpose.
Wow.
So that was really hard. Like I had to do a lot of searching. And during that period, like I was becoming very anxious. I was becoming very depressed. I was feeling like, why am I here? Like, why am I truly here to do what everybody's taken care of? My son is taken care of, my husband is taken care of, and then there's just me.
Ooh, girl.
Then there's just
Wait, we're not gonna cry, okay? I'm not gonna cry. Reel back in their tears.
I
So,
feel that.
yeah.
I feel that deeply.
Yeah.
I do feel that
We
deeply.
going into motherhood, like I wrote down and I thought of all the things that I wanted to do. I thought about all the things I wanted to do as a wife. But I never thought of all the things I wanted to do for me. And that definitely made my pink look gray. I didn't just lose the pink, I lost it all. Yeah. And regaining that and regaining the strength and the motivation to build that back was a test in itself.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to say now, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. But the motivation to get back into it was definitely a tester.
So how you felt like the second time and the third time, and like how you approach it differently?
With the second time, when I had King, there were things that I didn't completely like lose it, but I just put it on pause.
Okay.
Because now I want to get back into it. There were things I was looking forward to. I started doing things for myself, like prioritizing me. So one of the things that I did after when I was going through losing my pink with rain is I reached out to a life coach. And I did some sessions with the life coach, and the most profound thing she told me, because I'm a Virgo born. So Virgo born, perfectionist to my heart. Everything needs to look a particular way, and I have to create this particular scene. And it wasn't happening for me that way. Definitely was not happening for me. So she said, Jeanine, you cannot prioritize everything.
Yeah.
Everything cannot be at 100%. Some things would now start to fluctuate, and I was trying to do everything at 100% and running myself down to the ground. When I fell, we start to ask ourselves, well, when mommy falls, who's there to hold us?
Who's picking you
Who's
up?
picking me up? When mommy
picking
gets
you up?
sick, who's taking care of mommy? When mommy needs a hug, who's hugging mommy?
You know, did I make that joke with you that like I probably needed a hug, but we started a podcast instead?
Yeah.
Because that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
That is what it is. Like, as you said, like who's holding you? Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why I would like still hold on to something so tightly. So like, for instance, you know, my career path, which is me working as a sole trader, you know, my own consultant and stuff, I hold on to it so tight. Because it's my first baby.
Yeah.
It's the first thing that I went after for myself. The first thing I birthed, you know, like when I went away and I pursued this big thing and I came back. And those things happened at the same time. Like I got pregnant and I was going after this big thing at the same time. So now, even in the like postpartum, it's like, but I don't want to lose this. So then you're trying to grind and you're trying to keep going. But the child saying, Mommy, come off the laptop.
Yep.
yeah.
Listen.
You know, we say it
It's
all
not
the
easy.
time, give yourself grace, give yourself grace, give yourself grace. And I challenge most of the moms that I connect with, like, go beyond that. What does grace actually look like?
Yeah.
Because we just say it in our heads, give yourself grace, give yourself grace. But when you're sitting next to the laptop and you're holding your daughter, you're like, you still can't give yourself grace because you'd rather be
Yeah.
with your other baby.
Yeah.
This thing seems like it's holding you back.
Yes.
It seems like it's stopping you. It looks like a hurdle.
Yeah.
But you have to really be intentional about what is that grace. So that's why I said with King, I put things on pause and I called it a pause. I am going to get back to that. I am going to be okay.
Yeah.
This is just a particular season. And until you do that, it is really inner work. Until you do that inner work to find that drive, that motivation, and it cannot be anybody else. Just kind of give me a pep talk.
Yeah.
Because they could give you a pep talk and it lasts for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
When you are in your lonesome,
Yeah.
what does it sound
What
like?
is that internal conversation?
What does it sound like?
Yeah.
Are you truly giving yourself grace, or are you still beating yourself up?
Yeah. And it's so many layers to it, right? It's like looking in the mirror and seeing how much your body has changed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could be very real here, whether it's C-section, natural, it don't matter, your body changed. Right? So now you're like, what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Yeah.
And you're looking at the child like, damn, I love you so much, but what did I do?
Yeah.
Right? Because who is this? So you're trying all the self-care and the thing and the whatever. And it only lasts, as you say, 30 minutes. So it's an everyday process.
Yes, it is. It is choosing you. Not to be all cliche, but it is choosing you.
Yeah.
Because you choose them. You
Yeah.
choose your partner.
Yeah.
So why can't we choose ourselves?
Yeah.
Be selfish and choose you. And I took on that challenge. I literally took on that challenge to choose me, which directed me to the path that I'm in now. I never dreamed of becoming a doula, becoming a childbirth educator. And I tell people all the time that this profession and this passion chose me based on the experience I had with my first. And then having my other kids, they gave me more drive, more purpose. I need to fuel that now into something that makes me great. Not something that's going to tear me down and, oh, motherhood is a drag. And no, it has its moments. You will lose your pink regardless, because you have to go through that adjustment. You have to go through this rough patch. You have to do it to be able to do the hard work to get out of it, to regain your pink. Because just like the flamingos, when they lose their pink, they don't just swallow and get back. Nobody come and pass a spray paint and be like, oh, you're all pink again.
No,
They do the work. They
Yeah.
do the work. So you have to do the work to regain your pink.
Yeah.
So true.
And it's so interesting because sometimes I've seen people and they'll be like, girl, that mommy glow not leaving you at all. But you don't know when I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like,
Mind your business.
yeah, you don't know what I feel though. And it's like, what? You know, they doubted me when I say I actually don't feel good at all.
Yeah.
I don't feel great. This is me just trying my very best to show up for me. But even when I take it all off and it's just you and your nightie, right?
The 90
like-
that fell from birth, pregnancy, and birth.
Quite possible. The postpartum
That you're not
nightie,
letting go
right?
your postpartum 90. That 90
Yeah, they're
self.
like, ways. I would have liked to do things a little bit differently. I would like to feel a little bit different. And
It's tough.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, another part of your pink is your support systems.
Yes.
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 Is your support systems who you choose to be your village versus your visitors.
And I have to thank you. Thank you. This time with this pregnancy for the village and you have created, because
Yeah.
yeah, for the second pregnancy, I think the support that I had a lot of support with Zaria.
Right.
But it's like when you come to your second child, it's like, oh, well, she has it.
Yeah.
Because you've done
She's
it before.
good. You've done it before, so you're good.
Yeah.
And, friends who I thought would have come, just didn't show up. And it's just me there and the baby and my
I guess-
husband.
The hype fell off, right? Now it's the second
Yes.
baby. So
Yeah.
it's like,
And I was like, I've called Jeanine crying, like, I don't know what to do.
yeah.
And she's like, bro, take a deep breath. Thing. And then even like I vented. So for those who don't know, Jeanine has a mom pub WhatsApp. It's a very small, intimate community, so don't try to get in. But no, I'm happy that it's small and intimate because you could vent there.
Yeah.
And there's no judgment.
Yeah.
Like, girl, I went through that too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's not just me. It's not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
me. Like, oh God, and next time, what to change?
Yeah.
Oh God, my husband going out without any care in the world. Whereas if I have to leave the house,
You have to plan, pump.
yeah.
Listen.
Why is it such a chore?
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a chore to leave.
It is a chore.
Yeah. And it actually frustrates me. It infuriates me. I just be like, sometimes I don't want to go because there's so many things I have to put in place.
Listen,
Right?
hear this joke. I thought I had it the other day. I had to go and do a antenatal visit with a client. And I called my husband. I'm like, I'm on the road with William. But instead of me going back home to come back up the road, I'll just drop him by your mom and you could pick him up from there. Thought I had it. Thought I had it in the bag. Drop off William, and I was about to bust the gate. I was like, oh, shucks. I didn't pack a bottle. Not me now having to wait and sit there to make sure he's fully fed.
Belly full.
Belly full before he
Before
goes
he
with
goes
his
back
dad.
Because you know daddy bringing him wherever you at. Wherever you at.
I'm like, oh gosh, Jeanine.
Yeah.
You had an out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had an out.
Yeah.
So it's all those things like you
And you
have
can't
to
rest, right?
No. You have to remember. You have to do. You have to.
Bottles
I'm like,
are sterilized, the thing, it have enough milk.
I was like, wait, boy. And I'm now saying, right, I had time to probably duck in West Mall, get
I
some
was gonna say.
massage. And I was like, shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I had an incident where I was like about 5 months postpartum, and my girlfriends, you know, you want to go on the islands, it's somebody's birthday thing. So I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, you know, the breast milk, so you know, you're looking little,
The
right?
breast-
Yeah, like I'm looking good. And I'm having a time, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's okay. She's with, you know, she's with him, she's with aunties, she's okay. And then my phone started to ring by down the islands, huh?
Mm-hmm.
My phone again, Saché, her milk finished. What do you mean? I know my child is eat, so ain't no way her milk finished, and she crying for milk. I was like, but that makes no sense. Her milk did in fact finish, and she was in fact crying, and he got in the car with her bawling, and he drove all the way. He was like, I'm gonna meet you halfway. So I'm like, the boat not gonna come back in until he's driving to me. And then we met up. He actually didn't get all the way to Chaguaramas. But we met up along the way, and then I switched cars and got in. My child did not need a single ounce of milk.
No.
Nothing. And I cried. And I was like, wow, so I just never get to go out again. I mean, that changed, but it was...
But still, in that moment.
Listen, it was a mix. I cried because it was a mixture of emotions. I was angry.
Yeah.
I just felt like, so I can't have a moment, right? I can't go out and relax or anything like that. And by the way, this is not any pressure on my husband, because remember, we're both parenting for this child.
Definitely.
And it's the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And mommy just left for the first time. And she crying, and I don't know what these cries mean, right? So she hungry, but she missing her mommy. And of course you get upset because you're just like, why didn't find something else? Why didn't find another way? But they are protective and we are nurturing.
Yeah.
So I went into, well, my child needs nurturing, and he's like, I need to make sure she's safe, she covered, she whatever.
Yeah.
And you're frustrated. And you're you think about it, like, in that moment I felt, I liked how I looked, I liked how I felt, out I with my friends, taking pictures. So the pink color coming back, and then you just
There's
just took it away.
all the way.
So it's now
took it
going to
away.
be a devil's advocate. Sometimes are we to blame for losing our pink?
Why do you say
Because
that?
in moments like those where we have those emotions, we feel those emotions, like sometimes we carry it.
Yeah. And I keep it.
We keep it, we hold on to
I
it.
definitely kept it.
Yeah.
I definitely felt that for a long time, until I felt like, okay, we could try again. And I went out, but not somewhere so far.
Right.
You know, and then you're kind of over prepared. So you're yeah, it was
We
not...
definitely hold on to the emotions sometimes.
But then how would you advise that we work around something like that? Because I mean, now it's better because much more time has passed. She's older, she's more independent.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a really, how would I advise? I mean, with William, I definitely didn't feel like I had it all together. Like how I felt like I had it together with King. With William, the circumstances were a bit different, where when the other kids were born, my husband had time home, we did everything kind of together, etc., etc. But this time he worked, and he worked overseas. So I didn't have that closeness, so I had to be in it. Like I had to be in it. Now, I felt this wrongs, like it was a little bit self-sabotage for me, because one, you would tell yourself, but Jeanine, you've been here before.
You've done this.
Yeah.
You should know now.
You've done this before. You know what to do. But it wasn't adding up.
Yeah.
It really wasn't adding up. And it went into total rage.
Yeah.
Like I was mad at
Yes.
the world.
And I feel like that postpartum anger and rage, which I have experienced some of it, it's difficult to explain to people too.
Yes.
Because I think other people just don't understand. Why are you so upset? Didn't you want this? Did you choose this? Yeah.
Only moms know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sorry, babe.
Always sorry, babe. Always like this.
Sorry, babe.
Sorry, babe. We love
Didn't
you.
mean
We love
to.
you. We gotta chat. We gotta talk.
Didn't mean to, but what happened was, so like he comes back from a trip and the house obviously is in a mess.
Disarray.
It's in disarray. Like I didn't have the time.
You washing no wares and sweeping
Nobody
and
was
mopping.
sweeping, mopping. So he comes back from a trip and the next morning he decides he's going to wash the garage. He's like, I'm feeling dust under my foot. I'm gonna wash the garage. I'm like, dude, you just came back from a 6-day trip overseas. And the first thing you want to do is wash the garage. You think I need sleep?
Yeah.
You think I need rest? You think I need food?
Woo! Listen, I feel like one in my car, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like one in my car.
The rage that I felt
Yeah.
walking. And he's like, but you could have just said something. Do you see that
I
line?
ain't have nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to
Don't.
say.
You could have just asked.
Just be quiet. Just
You
come
could have
in.
just asked.
No.
You could have just said something. You could have just, I was like, black and blue. So the pink there turned red.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like Scarlet Ibis.
The pink.
Yeah.
And it was the scarlet ibis where they now take it off in the morning. They just,
Yeah.
I just
Tired.
spring out. And the rage that took me, I was like, hell no, you didn't. And I was like, I wanted to fight.
Yeah.
Somebody needed to put me that ring.
Yeah.
And I would have win.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
You don't see this? You don't understand this? You don't know this? Like, this is...
But that's the thing, they don't.
They
don't.
don't.
They don't.
don't.
And that's what I'm making peace with.
Yeah.
They really don't.
They don't.
And even in that, I mean, I try to use the best language. I try to send the reels and the TikTok. I try to sit down. I really try. But, and I did give as much as I can and I allow him to receive as much as he can. But then I accept that there's some parts he just will not get.
Yeah.
He just
And
can't.
not only that, men are logical thinkers too.
Yeah.
So you see that
Problem
black or white.
solved.
Yes. It's not.
Let's just do this.
Yeah.
You know, but no, not all the time.
And my emotions was high. This is like 3 weeks postpartum-ish.
Yeah. Ooh, fresh.
I was livid.
Yeah,
Did I lose my pink? Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. The whole pink. And from there, I struggled really hard to regain it. I was deeply disappointed
Yeah.
in myself. I was deeply disappointed in getting to that point because my pregnancy was beautiful. With William, if I could do 4 more times like that.
And I know Brinnelle told me that you would do all sorts of stuff.
She's 5 kids.
Yeah, she told me.
Meanwhile, I flush on my back line.
Did you run in? And...
This pregnancy was lovely, so I expected postpartum to
be
be good.
Oh, you thought it would have been good?
I thought it would have
Because I know
been
people say
great.
things like that. They say like if you have a good pregnancy, delivery will be bad. Or if you
No,
have, you know,
I expected postpartum to be
easier.
really good because I was doing it in pregnancy. I put all the systems in place. I
Yeah.
did the things, I did the work, and I'm like, right.
yeah.
And it just like went. And it went with no buffer. So I think that for me also like did a number on me because I had no buffer.
Yeah.
And nobody else could have helped me come up with a solution. Or if they did come up with a solution, it wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
This is not what I wanted. This is not what we talked about. This is not what I planned. And it took me a while.
Wow.
It took me a legit while to come out of that.
Yeah.
The harder part about it is when I felt like I was ready to come out of it, life was life in. And it was not ready for me. Like it needed me to sit down a little bit more.
Yeah. Slow the pace a little bit.
Slow it down a little bit more. Going back out to work, I'm like, no,
Slow
drop
it down a
back.
little- Yeah.
The kids have certain things. I'm like, I can't meet everybody's needs right now. Draw
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. And people are like, so when are you going to do this? And when are you going to do that?
The noise. Yeah.
Boundaries. Draw back. So in doing that, I regained the pink now.
Yeah.
Because I had to do the necessary things like boundaries, stop, respect. This is my journey. I'm not going to be pressured by anybody else's standards. I'm sorry. This is too much. People now they're like, oh, a super mom from bum to baby. I'm like, could you all
Stop saying that.
Because with Rain and King it was nice.
Yeah.
But with 3 of them, I don't want the label. I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sent me a reel or something about it, like being able to do it all and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't like it.
And it's glorified, right?
It's madly glorified.
Yeah.
And I don't like it because, like I said to myself, there's really no reward for it. There's no trophy for it. There's nothing.
We've been talking about
There's
that.
nothing for it. There's nothing going for it.
It
So
really is that labor of love.
can you just like,
Yeah.
even this week, super mom, I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
I'm good on the label.
Yeah.
I'm just Jeanine. I'm just the mom of 3 boys. I'm just trying my best.
Yeah.
And that's one, like, people who know me, they would think I have it all together. And I hold them one time. I'm like, do you know how hard
Yeah.
I have to work to be able to do the things that I do? These systems that I have to put in place, the struggle
I
to
think for me, I also am guilty of thinking that you have it all together.
Yeah.
It's only from talking with you more and stuff. Then I was like, oh,
yeah.
And you see, oftentimes we admire somebody else and we just think like, oh wow, they're doing so great. And that person can be struggling big time.
Yep.
Big time.
I told them in postpartum, like, when I had William, they knew I had William, but there was a point in time that I fell off the entire earth. And it's one of my own moms
In the same community.
pull up in front of my
pull you
house.
out.
And she's like, we not hearing from you.
You see?
What's
And
going
I
on?
think, oh my gosh.
I think everybody in your house was sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you need me to bring food
Yeah.
or anything? And she was like,
Yeah.
Brinnelle, you at postpartum, don't you dare.
Yeah.
She was like, no, don't even bother. And I was like, yeah, sure, because I was willing.
Yeah.
They're giving me a chance to get out of the house too.
My own moms, my
Yeah.
own clients.
But it's so important
Showed
to
up for
have,
me.
but it's important to have that.
Yeah.
Because you could have really been at like down, deep down.
Listen,
You
I was
understand?
almost suicidal.
Yeah.
Like, I remember sitting in the gallery one night just crying, and I sent my best friend a message. I'm like, I'm done. She's like, what? I'm coming down the road now. Don't you
Yeah.
dare. I'm like, I am done.
Yeah.
This is too much.
Yeah.
And
And you
there's
know,
no
it's-
way to turn.
Janine is telling us this as a doula, who empowering so many others.
Nice.
Right?
That was the
So
other
many other
soul
women.
wrenching
So I can imagine
thing.
you must feel so guilty.
Inside, I'm like, how am I going back out to work and support persons in
and I
the
can't,
mess that
and I'm
I'm in?
struggling, yeah, with me.
I did that.
Yeah.
I really did that. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. Look at me.
Yeah.
Can't go online, can't show up, can't do this. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
When I authentically
Said that and
said
shared
it
that.
and I shared that with my community, they're like, Jeanine,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Then you can hold your sister's hand, you know.
You are human. You are human. That's
Yeah.
okay. Like, we cried at brunch.
Yeah. I'm crying right now. You just can't see it.
We legitimately cried at brunch because I'm like, guys, I fell apart. All of them I've supported through that.
Yeah.
And I could not.
Show up for yourself in the same way.
I could not.
Yeah.
Somebody called me out on it. Somebody in my family called me out on it. And they were like, this is how you treat with your clients. And I'm like, the difference is I am now the mom. I need the village. I need the care. I can't care for myself.
Yeah.
I need it. And you're trying to tell me and you're trying
Make
to
you feel
come for
worse
me
about
and
it.
make me feel worse about it. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So it's time, because I'm just trying to take away. I'm just like bullet pointing in my head.
Yeah.
It's grace and identifying what that means to you.
Yeah.
It's time, which feels like forever in the midst of it. Yeah, and is holding on to your sisters.
Yeah.
And I have felt very lonely at times. I really have felt like,
You forget one. Choose you.
yeah, yeah, because everybody else got to choose.
Choose you.
Yeah.
We choose everybody,
Everybody
else.
else.
We choose our children first.
And how do you not feel selfish in doing that, you know? I think that's a practice, right? You make it a habit.
I think it depends on what you choose to do. So like I took up the passion of running. People, I'm good at it. Yeah, I'm good at it. But I took up the passion of running because it gives me peace.
That's like when I told you I started back the gym. And it's not so much for, like, yeah, you want to lose a little baby weight, you want to look good, and everything. But the clarity, the endorphins,
So there's
the
some
moments
persons
away
go and
from the child.
They do the self-care, they do the this, they do the that, but is it really fulfilling you?
Yeah.
Is it doing that for you? And running did that for me.
Yeah.
Like I could get up. I used to leave the house 3:30, 4 in the morning
And
to go and run. Or I'm running late in the night. It's not disturbing anybody else.
Your kids
but
are
it
safe.
gave me time.
Yeah.
I had the conversation with my husband.
Yeah.
It's me time now. At these days and hours,
I'm out.
no bueno. Don't ask me for anything. We had those boundaries. We did that. We had a schedule of what's for me, what's for him, what's for the kids.
Oh,
and it was organized that way. So he know Wednesday evenings, Sunday mornings, when he roll over and he ain't see me, he looking on his phone for the WhatsApp location.
And you are.
And I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going. So choose you, but make sure it is that thing that identifies with you. Because you could do your nails today and tomorrow.
And then tomorrow it doesn't feel, it feels like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And those are some things that I did. I ensure that I'll go for a pedicure and so forth. But choosing me, as I said, like a birthday, this other thing that really matters to me, right? So it's still pouring into that. It's moments like this. It's creating a space where the daddy daycare is on and we could sit and we could talk.
Welcome to the Mom Hub community. That's why I created that space. Because we need it. We definitely need
important.
it. Right now the community has like 30 moms in it.
Yeah.
And ever so often we get together. I call my house the headquarters. We get together, the dads come. And the enriching thing that I saw at our last get together was the dads came together. The dads had their moment together.
Where the babies at?
Well, this was a parent retreat.
I remember when you went on the parent retreat. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm
my
glad.
kids happened to be there.
Yeah,
I'm glad her kids were there because I've been begging to see Zanaya. But other than that, when we get together, the moms kind of come together, the dads know they're on duty to watch the kids. And it's all good. And we need those moments. We really do need those moments. And in the chat, we have our vulnerable moments as well. And like she said, it's a safe space. And the amount of persons know who from nowhere when we come together, it is you and
Yes.
I'm like,
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
It's so organic.
And I understand the fear. And, as women, we think, the whole women empowerment movement and your sister and this and then it's still bickering and whatnot. But I think on the mommy level, it's just so deep.
It is.
Because it's pain. And you really can't come as anything other than that.
Yeah.
It's me, my pain, and I'm just trying to do this thing, And I want to reiterate to the audience that it does not mean that there's no love for your child. It doesn't mean that you do not want to be a mother. It does not mean that you're hating the journey and every part of it. It's just difficult and you need community. Right? I am still finding that.
She's an honorary member now.
Yay!
Because I heard the WhatsApp group, real small, and I ready to bombard that group. Okay? But
It's honestly been a blessing this time. I remember for the brunch. That was like my first time away from Zanaya.
And
she called me. She's like, in tears. I said, Brinnelle, take a deep breath. Do what you have to do. If you have to come with the kids, bring them. But get out of that space.
Because Zari was crying, I want to go with you. And then...
And your baby.
My husband, I love you so much.
Yeah, we love y'all.
But...
I feel like we need to make a disclaimer at the start of every episode. Husbands, we love you. Right? Do not be offended by the things we say.
But he was just not helping. He's like, well, she's crying for
Yeah.
you. What are you gonna
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
what
I
are you
think
gonna
dads tend to do that because in their minds they think, well, she wants you.
Yeah.
You know, so like take the child.
Yeah. And I'm just like, no, I need to go.
I need to
this
leave now.
moment. I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
it. And he knows he knows that I needed it, but I mean, he also doesn't want to have to deal with a crying Zaria and then
And
baby.
a crying baby.
And I was very bold. I said, Brinnelle,
Bring-
please put her on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, because I
Put that man on the phone. Let me tell him.
I'm like, you have this?
You
can
can
handle
do it. You can do it.
Okay,
You can
let
do
her
it.
go.
Yeah.
Because part of it was also her feeling like she can't.
Let go.
Yeah.
You
can't
can't
let
send
go.
her the call and
honestly,
let
I
go.
needed somebody to advocate for me
Yeah.
because I felt like I wasn't doing
Yeah.
it for
She
myself.
She
I
said,
couldn't.
Jeanine, I
Yeah.
don't know if I could come. I'm like,
Well,
could
oh
you
gosh,
get
I've
in
been
the
there
car?
so many times,
And then
I
when you
get
get in
it.
the car, call
Call
me.
me.
You can cry some more in the
Let's
car.
drive.
But get out.
Yeah.
I was the last one to the brunch.
That's right. But you made
Literally.
it.
But you made it.
know?
And literally when I got there, I was like, all right,
She chose
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to choose you.
Yeah.
You cannot give if you have nothing in you.
Yeah.
If you have nothing to give, it's going to be chaotic.
Yeah.
It's not going to be your best. You're not going to be your best self. You know, all this that we try to tell ourselves, it's not going to be that if you do not choose intentionally choose you.
And that is our word for today. That's the word.
Choose you.
Jeanine, I'm sorry, I just have so much to think about now, just coming out of this. I really, really appreciate your honesty and your openness. I really am holding in a lot of emotions right now because I feel a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate, and I'm only now getting to know you.
Yeah.
But knowing that somebody who, one, is 3 babies, so you're expert. But 2,
Heavy.
I'm just Jeanine. That's
That's the label number 2.
Just Jeanine.
I'm not expert.
I'm sorry.
Not expert, man. I'm
But you
expert
know-
experience.
Mom, wife, navigated life.
Yeah.
That's been insane, yeah. But you know, just knowing that like in your expertise and your experience, you could be honest, transparent, open. For us and for the audience, I really appreciate it. And I have things to think about and you know, really like internalize and process and all of the work that I need to do. So I appreciate that. Before I cry,
We
everybody,
need to have a box of
right?
tissues.
We've been saying that. Let's do your thing, yeah.
So-
Let's do your thing.
My favorite part. So I have an activity for us to do.
All right.
All right, okay.
So, given all that we've discussed, I'm going to ask you guys to create, and I'm going to do it myself as well, but can you create a one-liner, a manifesto of where you're at right now in your motherhood journey?
Who's first?
Let me think. Let me think.
Where we are at.
I have something. I do have something, but I don't know if it's like a manifesto, it's like a manifesto. But mine is like, it's a statement. It is what it is, right? It might be chaos, but it's still sacred.
I like the
Because
secret
it's still,
part.
it's still
you.
special to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's still special to me.
I like the
And I
secret
think the
part.
years will go by and then I'll have to look back and I'll old and grey and my child just like, Ma, you see my child? And I'm just like, damn, you know, it's still special.
Yeah.
I think I'll go next.
Please.
I'll leave our guests for last. All right, so going based on yours, so recently I kind of realized that I don't want to say I'm at my peak in my career, but you know the reward for good work is more work.
Yes.
So that's where I'm at, and I felt like even though I've been a spiritual person, it made me more spiritual. And as you were talking, this thing that popped into my head was prayer. Is this right? God,
Mom brain alert.
prayer over pressure.
Oh.
Because right now, like honestly, no.
The pressure is on.
To go back to
Yeah, the pressure is on.
But it's like, it's so much pressure. And then work-wise, and then I have my 2 children to take care of, my husband to be the best wife too. And then I have other things. I have content to create. We have our Momcast.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm adding all this pressure, but I find a sense of calm when I pray.
Yeah, the peace.
So when I'm playing my gospel morning, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at right now.
I just have to challenge your mindset one bit and just ask you, like, what is created out of pressure?
Diamonds,
Diamonds,
girl, diamonds.
Diamonds,
Shine
girl.
bright like a diamond.
Yeah. Diamonds are made out of pressure. So, like, when I feel the most overwhelmed,
Yeah.
like right now, Pui season.
Yeah. Beautiful. Stunning. Take a picture.
I look at the ground and I see all the chaos and the
Yeah.
mess and the leaves are falling
Yeah.
and whatnot. As moms, when we see the mess, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
But you have to take a moment and look up.
Look up at the tree. The
Look
beauty.
up. Look
Oh my
up.
gosh.
Stop looking down.
Yes.
Like, look up. It's so beautiful. So, under pressure, diamonds. Don't study the pressure. Study the bloody diamond.
Yeah.
True. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because this last week, like I even told my husband, I was like, I don't know how I'm doing it. I know it's gonna get done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And he always gets it done, right?
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. He always gets it done.
Yep. My turn. My, what you call it? A
Momfesto.
Momfesto. A beautiful circus. And I say a beautiful circus in that, yes, the chaos.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful in that it's everything that I asked for.
Yeah.
Every single thing that I asked for. I'm in love with the life that I've created for myself. I'm in love with the picture. Like when you see the picture, I see my husband, I see my boys. I'm like, oh my God.
yes.
And then the circus of, oh geez, sit down.
Yes.
Calm down.
Yes.
You hungry again? But I'm now rested to sleep. Why are you up? It's a beautiful circus. And I would ask for nothing different.
Yeah.
Nothing different.
I feel that too. Yep.
Oh, girl. What a time. Was hard.
No, because like as you said that, like if I go back to where in school, I knew I wanted to be a mom. I knew I wanted to be a wife. I knew I wanted kids.
Yeah.
And now, like thinking about it,
Yeah.
15-year-old, 16-year-old Brinnelle will be like,
Wow.
You're
Look
doing
at what you
this.
did. Yeah.
You're doing it. You're doing
Yeah.
it. I mean, yes, my think is not fully back, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you all some homework.
Sure.
Go home and if you journal, if you do all these nice fancy vision boards or whatever,
Yeah.
make it pink.
Ooh.
Make it as pink as possible and write down all your pink.
Yeah.
What makes you pink? What makes
I
you
want
happy?
to challenge the audience as well. Let's do that.
What makes you pink?
And then put it in the comments. What makes
Put in your comments.
Share
If you do the
to
vision
us.
board, you could tag, like, share it to your stories and tag
Yes.
us. I think we should do it and we should share it to the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What makes
I
you
like
pink?
that.
Yeah.
I cannot say thank you enough.
Yes.
I wish we could talk for another 45 minutes. Another 45 minutes. But Jeanine, yeah, this has really been powerful for me.
Yeah.
Now meeting you and engaging with you, just to also like allow me to not feel like I'm doing bad.
Yeah.
I'm not doing bad. I'm doing okay.
We're
you know?
doing great.
We're doing, yeah.
We're doing the work.
And not just hearing that from other people, but like internalize it and really recognize that, yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And you also make us feel like we're not alone.
We are not. High fives, guys.
Girl mom, boy mom.
Boy moms, officially,
Yeah.
no more.
No more. Out the
That's
door.
it.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. But yes, thank you. Thank you so
Me
much.
guys, I love having these conversations.
Yeah.
It's me.
It's powerful.
This is me.
So guys, this is the end of the episode. I just want to say thank you for taken time to watch it. Feel free to, of course, like leave your comments, share anything. Like, did you get your pink back? Where are you in the journey? If there's anything that resonated with you, we'd love to know. And of course, please like, please share, please like, just join us on this moment together. It may just be an hour long, 45 minutes, but we believe together in this community we could, all heal,
Yes.
grow, expand. Just get through this motherhood and get that pink back. Yeah? Yeah, so we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, bye.